Premium phones deserve premium cases. Let's check these out. Dave Taylor here with my iPhone 13 Pro. You can always tell with the 3 cameras in the back. And it's a pretty premium phone with a pretty premium price tag. So I always like to have it in a protective case. Now, I don't want just some ugly plastic case. I want something a little more upscale, something that's a little more matching with my tastes. So leather cases are a really great option. I have 3 that I'm going to look at today. The first one is the Adidas 3-stripe snap case. It's a classic Adidas logo. And then we have the Otterbox Strada, which is actually a wallet, which is really pretty slick. And then finally, the Mujjo full leather case. And this is a pretty cool option too. In fact, let's start with this since this is the one in my hand. Now, there's a couple of things I look for with a case. Number one, how to open the box. It's a really fancy box they have here, and then the case is in the middle of it. So here's the case. And so the things I look for is the precision of the fit and cutout. I look to make sure it's raised at least a tiny bit above the glass screen. I'll show you why in a minute. And then the third thing is compatibility with wireless charging, because one of the great benefits of the iPhone 13 line and the iPhone 12 line is that it has the MagSafe charging. Earlier generations also have wireless charging, but I do have this little wireless charger, so we'll be able to use this to test each case to see if the phone will still charge wirelessly. Now, as an added benefit, it's nice to have the case fit easily, so that's about as easy as it's going to get. And so this is the Mujjo full leather case. It is premium leather, and the interior is a microfiber material, so that helps make sure that the glass back of the phone itself stays in pristine condition. It comes in this lovely tan or Monaco blue or black. And in terms of the cutouts, well, you can see on the bottom here, it's pretty good. It's not exactly like laser precise centered with everything, but still entirely functional, and that bottom plug is still definitely accessible. So in terms of the raised bezel, well, this particular phone, I actually just put a glass protector on, so that's giving it, I don't know, a couple more millimeters of height, and that's just enough that it's just barely above the height of the screen and screen protector. And of course, that's why you want that, because if my phone falls face down, I want the edge of the case to take the impact, not the screen itself. So this one sort of slides by, and let's see about wireless charging. There you go. So it is wireless or Qi charging compatible. Certainly from an aesthetic perspective, it is a simple and elegant actual leather case. Definitely one worth checking out. I'm going to do all the prices at the end, so bear with me. So now let's see, the next test is how easy is it to take out. That one was pretty easy. And now let's go to the Adidas case. Now, I have a bunch of these Adidas cases, and I had a hard time finding actual prices. I think I got them so early in their development cycle that it was way before they actually had them online. And this is really interesting because it looks like leather, but it's not actually leather. The whole case is actually what's known as TPU, or thermoplastic polyurethane. And the upside is that you don't have any issues that you would with leather in terms of cutting or scratching. It's also probably a little bit more protective on the phone. Downside is it's not actually a leather case. So it is the least expensive of the options. It does come in a ton of colors. If you are an athlete, or if you have a particular sports athlete that you follow who is with Adidas, this is great fun. It's a great brand and certainly a very well-known international logo. And other than that, let's see, the cutouts, they are spot on. And the whole feel of it, then the raised portion around the camera. And by the way, this also has a raised portion around the camera. All looks great. That bevel, it's pretty much the exact same height. So it just barely covers the screen on that impact. I actually don't mind if it's a little higher. And then the next question is wireless charging. And it does wireless charging. So this is the Adidas 3 Stripes Snap Case. Now, we have one more case to look at, and again, this one's pretty easy to get out. That's the advantage of having the whole camera cut out. You can just push it there. So now we have one that is the most expensive by a significant amount, but it's also the most functional because it's a wallet case. And you see I already have a couple of cards in here. You could easily fold up and slip a 20 in there too if you wanted to go out for the evening and you didn't want to have to carry anything other than your phone. And one of the great things about this style of case is that all of your cards and everything are safely protected inside the case. There's a lot that have slots on the back, but I'm not as much a fan of those because I don't want all that stuff exposed. I want it to be hidden and I want it to be a little more protected. So this is the Otterbox Strada. This is a premium leather case and it's a very different design. As you can see, the cutouts are spot on. The bezel, really, it's the same height, but it doesn't really matter because you're going to end up carrying it like this, and if it falls, there's absolutely no problem. Now, I will note that it does have a magnetic catch, but because I have cards in here, the magnetic catch isn't working. So that's a little disappointing. We can pull the cards out real quick and just see what happens. So yeah, see, now once I take the cards out, then the top stays on with its magnetic metal latch, which is great. But I would like to have that feature when there is a card and maybe, you know, some money or something, like money and a driver's license would be a really common pair to have there. So I would like to have that be there, maybe a little bit stronger magnet, but then you get into issues of, is it affecting the phone? So really beautiful design. It's a really premium looking leather product. You can see it's two-tone. And this whole edge is a polycarbonate shell. So as you would expect from Otterbox, it's incredibly safe and protective. The lip around the camera is perfectly cut out. Everything looks just fantastic. And so then the question becomes, will it charge wirelessly? And it does. So even though it's a thicker, more protective case, it still gives you that wireless charging option. And of course, like this, it also gives you a whole ton of privacy. So with these cases, if you're getting notifications, then everyone else is getting to see them. But with this, it's just completely private if you have it sitting on the table. And then when you want, you open it up and they have a nice little cutout to make it easier for your thumb. You open it up and then you're getting all your notifications, but only you are seeing them. So that is a definite win. Now, this comes in two colors. This comes in black, and this is espresso brown. So having covered all three of these, and I really like all of them. I think all of these are really great options with different strengths and weaknesses. Let's talk about the price, or prices. But before we get to the prices, I'm going to ask if you could subscribe to my channel. Click or tap on that subscribe button, and we are connected. Super convenient. All right, excellent. Let's start with the first one. So this is the Mujjo full leather case. It is $44.95 at mujjo.com. And like I said, it comes in black, Monaco blue, or this tan. Very nice. And then there is this not actually leather-like TPU, which, you know, I don't know that anyone's going to be fooled by it, but it's actually still pretty okay. This is the least expensive. This is the Adidas 3 Stripe Snap Case, $34.95 at adidascases.com. Tons of colors and color options. So if you're an athlete, this is a really solid option. And then finally, our largest of the cases, this is the Otterbox Strada. Let me open it up. This is the Otterbox Strada, and it comes in black or espresso brown, and it's $69.95 at otterbox.com. Now, if I could only have one of these, I think I would take the Otterbox one because I really like the combination of it being actual leather, which is going to age and look beautiful over time, with the protection of the polycarbonate shell and the cover. I like that it covers my screen because it gives me a lot of privacy. So those are three very different options, and I hope this has been super helpful and interesting. I'm going to go and experiment with putting different amounts of money in to see what will work with that latch. So I'll have to catch you in my next video.